Vanakkam everyone! Hi, hello, what's up for today? Today we're going to talk about the Tamil alphabet, part 1. Tamil is other than Hindi, a classical Dravidian language and is spoken by the Tamil people in Tamil Nadu, which is located in South India, north of Sri Lanka, Singapore, and by significant minorities in other countries as well. It is spoken by around 70 million people all around the world and can be classified into Old Tamil, Middle Tamil, and Modern Tamil. Old Tamil is the period of the Tamil language spanning from the 10th century BC to the 8th century AD. The earliest long text in Old Tamil is the Tolkappiyam, an early work on Tamil grammar and poetics, whose oldest layers could be as old as the 2nd century BC. Many literary works in Old Tamil have also survived. These include a corpus of 2,381 poems, collectively known as Sangam literature. These poems are usually dated to between the 1st century BC and the 5th century AD. The evolution of Old Tamil into Middle Tamil is generally taken to have been completed by the 8th century, and it was characterized by a number of phonological and grammatical changes. We will talk about them in later lessons as well. Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam have borrowed words and sounds from Sanskrit. Tamil, on the other hand, has tried and has succeeded in its attempt to remain almost unaffected by the influence, although we have some letters which are characteristics to Sanskrit. What will we learn in today's lesson? I will give you an overview about the entire alphabet, although we will only focus on a small part in today's lesson. Also quickly introduce you to some terminology. We will talk about primary letters, what those exactly are. We also have secondary letters, but those won't be subject of today's lesson. Moreover, we will talk about the vowels, which are called uyur எழுத்துக்கள் in Tamil. I will provide you with some examples how to pronounce them in Tamil as well as in English. And at the end, we will quickly go through the strokes. Have you ever seen the Tamil alphabet before? It might be overwhelming at first, but let me show you how to memorize them quickly in the following lessons. On the left side, you see the entire chart depicting 247 sounds of the Tamil alphabet. The thing is, that's not entirely true. One letter is missing, which is the I, the எழுத்து. It's a special letter which isn't used commonly anymore. At the top, you will see the vowels. At the left-hand side, you will see the consonants. We have 12 vowels and 18 consonants, and in the middle, there is a crisscross. Those are 216 letter compounds, which consist of vowels and consonants mixed together. Comparing this to the Latin alphabet, it's completely different, but you will get used to it by time. Comparing Tamil to other languages, it is relatively old, which also plays a big part in its terminology. Tamil script is in Abugida, and in a technical sense, not the real alphabet. The letters in Tamil are called as எழுத்து. Tamil has 12 vowels and 18 consonants, which are classified as முதல் எழுத்துக்கள், so primary letters. முதல் in this sense means first letters, so primary letters. But why is it called primary letters? Owing to the fact that these letters can operate without the need of any other letter or letter combination, this makes them sort of independent letters as well. The vowels are called uyur எழுத்துக்கள், as I mentioned previously. Uyur means life or soul. Consonants are called மெய் எழுத்துக்கள். மெய் in this case means body, so மெய் எழுத்துக்கள் means body letters. Talking about secondary letters, those are sounds that derive from vowels plus consonants. It's a letter combination. They are called uyurmei எழுத்துக்கள். Those are the 216 sounds I talked about, and they are dependent letters. Translating uyurmei எழுத்துக்கள், you can also say living letter compounds. Now let's focus on the 12 vowels of the primary letters. Uyur எழுத்துக்கள். As I mentioned, those are the 12 vowels we have in Tamil, which are also furthermore divided into two groups of 5 and 7 letters each. We distinguish between kurl, which are short vowels, and ledder, which are long vowels. 5 out of 7 vowels have a respective equivalent short vowel. To give you some examples how to pronounce each of the vowels, I have listed some Tamil words, also with the pronunciation to help a little bit, and some English words. The first one is A. An example in Tamil would be kal. It is pronounced as the U in nut. So the first one, A. It is short. The second one is the longer A. So it's pronounced as A. An example in Tamil would be kal or maha. It sounds like the A in bra or in father. So it's a longer one. Then we have E. It's the short E. An example would be kiri, like the E in sit or in ink. So it's short, E. Next one is the longer E, pronounced as kiri, and it sounds like the double E in seat or easy, so longer E. Then we have U. It's the short one, like in kudam. It sounds like the double O in look or the U in put. Then we have the longer U, like kudam. Sounds like the double O in lute or in bloom. E, like in kudu, pronounced as the E in bed. The next one is the longer E, pronounced as kudu. It is pronounced similar as the I in bait or eight. Next one is I. An example in Tamil would be kaid, pronounced as the I in bite or ice. Then we have O, kode, pronounced like the O in erode. O, the longer O, such as in kode, pronounced like the O in old. Then we have Au. An example would be kaudari, pronounced as the O in house. The last one is the special letter I talked about, the I, the letter. I, the letter. It's voiceless and somehow also is similar to a glottal uk consonant. It is not commonly used, as I said, but it's used to mostly translate foreign words or Sanskrit words. It sounds almost like the ACH in stomach. E and O are the two sounds which are not found in Sanskrit, by the way. These sounds are common to all the Dravidian languages. Time to focus on strokes. So basically I made some slides which explain with some errors how you have to draw certain letters. So this is how A goes. Then we have the longer A. Then we have E. The longer E. U, and the longer U. Then we have E and E. The next one is I. Then we have O. The longer O. The ow, and that's it to vowels. Until now we have talked about uyur எழுத்துக்கள், the vowels, which are part of முதல் எழுத்துக்கள், primary letters. In next lesson we will continue with the alphabet, in particular மெய் எழுத்துக்கள், which are the consonants. See you until then.